Guys, what's going on? This is Yoki Man here. Welcome back to another episode of this FIFA 21 career mode here with Villarreal, the yellow submarine. We got a big episode today, boys. We've got a massive one. There's loads and loads of big games in this episode. We're going to kick it off with a quarter-final against Real Madrid. But before we do that, if you are new around here, please smash that subscribe button. If you're going to enjoy the video, I'd appreciate it if you would hit the like button as well, man. Let's get into this first game against Real Madrid. It's going to be easy, isn't it? It's going to be easy. Getting Real Madrid in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. Cruising, boys. Absolutely cruising. I don't see this being an issue whatsoever. Barcelona 2 days later. So we're really crammed in at this point. And with the injuries, if you didn't see them in the last episode, you need to go back and see them because we are really crushed in terms of going forward. So we tried it already. Draxler up top. So we're going to try it again in this game. Second leg, away goal advantage to us. Hopefully, we can get the victory in this one. I am going to do a 5-minute match, though, I think, instead of 4 for these kind of big games. Pre-warning just as we get into this one, boys, that if you do hear just a little bit of background noise, it is purely because there is a fan right in front of me. If you are in the UK, I mean, it might be like this everywhere, but if you're in the UK, fuck me, it's hot right now. I don't usually swear, but damn, it is hot right now. So the fan is here for the foreseeable future, or else I don't think I'd survive recording these episodes. So the fan is here to stay for now anyway. Let's get into this one. A big tie awaits us regardless. We know that. There's only big teams left at this stage. Can we go one step further and get a semi-final? That'd be big for the club. I suppose big test as well. Draxler up top. He did well when we played him there, but it was halfway through a game that we were quote-unquote dominating. So when you put him in this position at the start of a game, might be a little bit more difficult. I'm hoping it doesn't take me too long to warm up. Of course, you'll have noticed there was a few extra days without a video. It was purely just because I was sick. Abe did pretty well there, but he couldn't keep it. It was purely just because I was sick and couldn't sit down and record. But we're back at it now and enjoying the series, hopefully, as we come towards the end of the season. Everything's still kind of to play for. Potentially not the league, because it just doesn't look like Barcelona are going to lose football games. But that's a terrible pass there from Real Madrid. Wijnaldum now coming forward. Good bit of play this so far. Casemiro will play it across to Dele Alli. I wanted to change to Pau Torres. He wouldn't let me. We're going to have to move this quickly. Carlos Soler now. He's going to use the runners he's got. Play that forward to Julian Draxler. Can Draxler do? Am I going to play it again? I am. Mr. Chukwueze firing the goal. Pulls it wide. Maybe should have taken a touch. Big moment that in this game. Well, I must admit, Samak Amir at the back in this one today already is really impressing me. Is the ball through to Draxler? Is this the moment? Oh, it's not. He needed to put it other side of the goalkeeper. I thought that was the moment. He needs to put that. He's miskicked, hasn't he? He slashed at it. I mean, it's not his strength, but he's completely slashed at that. Draxler there. Finds Carlos Soler, who's going to play in Abe. Abe maybe for 1-0. Oh, what a save. Back to Soler. Just couldn't get the shot off. Manolas was straight on him. Unlucky. We're causing them problems. Just yet to find a way into the back of the net. Oh, this is good play. Lafont needs to get there, and he does. I'm not sure if that could have been given as a penalty, but it doesn't matter because we got there. Alvarez now. He's got the run on here. RDM as Gaspar. What can Gaspar do? Look at that for pace. He needs to whip this one across. He does. It's not a bad ball in. Abe coming into box, though. He's not the tallest, is he? Let's be honest. He's a little bit on the short side. And that'll be half-time there. Still 0-0. I think we've been the better team. We've had the bigger moments, but still yet to find a breakthrough. Very difficult. Moving forward now. Renier finds Dele Alli. Handball's been given. Been given in a really uncompromising position here for this free kick. I'm really frustrated with the handball call here, to be honest with you. I think both players handle the ball. And what do you expect when you've got a player like that over a free kick? When you've got a player like that over a free kick, he's always going to put it in the back of the net. I'm just more frustrated at the call. It was never handball for me. This is a brilliant free kick. But it was never handball, in my opinion. At this stage, there's no need to panic, because we only need the one. The panicking is not what we'll do here at this moment, but frustration with that. I really am, because I don't believe it was a handball. I really don't. I'm going to play that one back across to Carlos Soler. He will keep hold of it. He tries to play it to Draxler, and they're just not giving us much space, are they, Real Madrid? You can tell that they've got the better personnel on the pitch. It's quite simple and easy to tell. Pau Torres done brilliantly there. This could be an opportunity now. I need Adieme to make a better run than what he's made. Carlos Soler is still on the ball. Yeah, needed more from Adeyemi there. That kind of ball isn't going to get us anywhere. Soler. Adeyemi now fires off the shot. It wasn't a good opportunity, though, in reality. Adeyemi now. He's found Arbe. What can Arbe do? He's going to try and cut inside, and he's been blocked off. Nothing's been given there, and Arbe looks to have gone down with a shoulder injury, and I'm just not sure why the ref didn't give anything for that. Well, Arbe's still down, and I'm ultimately extremely frustrated right now, although this might be a goal-scoring opportunity. It's not. Arbe is still down. The referee took an age there to finally blow his whistle so that we could get ourselves back into a position. I'm absolutely fuming with the ref in this game. He's costing us the match at the minute. Benny Badiashile will come on. I don't really, at this stage, our biggest issue is injuries, isn't it? Injuries are basically costing us this season, potentially. I'm going to bring on Coquelin as well for that physicality in midfield, but I mean, the injuries are the injuries. I just don't know. That's not a foul, and I don't know why the referees let that go for so long. Well, it'd just be nice, ultimately, here, wouldn't it, to have those threats off the bench that we don't really have at the moment because of injury. And it's costing us, I think. It's probably going to cost us this game, and I don't think we can do much in the league. Injury could send us out here. Draxler. Oh, yeah, I wanted to have the run carry on. Didn't work out. Alvarez now. Alvarez still tries to pull it across, but wasn't the right choice. Well, we can argue all we want about the handball and the free kick that I don't believe should have been a free kick, but if we're being honest with ourselves, we didn't take our chances today. We weren't good enough on the day, and we were beaten really by the better squad. The frustrating part was when we needed to make substitutions, we didn't really have anyone on the bench that could make an impact going forward. You know, Draxler missing that really good opportunity as well. Sensio scored the free kick. Still don't believe it should be given, but that'll be us out of the Champions League at the quarter-final stage again. Heartbreak for the Yellow Submarine. But at this stage, I just don't think the squad's good enough. Absolutely heartbreaking that, but I have to be honest, the better side probably went through over the two legs. It's just frustrating. We missed some good opportunities. They were very difficult to break down, but at the end of the day, what I have to remember is they were difficult to break down with Draxler, who's a centre mid or a right-sided mid, and Adeyemi, who's a young striker that's 79 rated. They were difficult to break down with not even the B team up top when it comes to our strike force. So yeah, frustrating because of the injuries. I would say the injuries have probably caused us this kind of issue towards the end of the season. We've got to pick ourselves back up now to take on Barcelona. And again, it's just going to be really difficult because we've got the players coming back in Deulofeu and Morata, but they're not back yet. And this isn't going to be an easy game against Barcelona. This is going to be the starting 11 for the Barcelona game. Arbe is out injured. I haven't looked at the injury yet. We'll look at it after this match, but he's holding his shoulder, so I imagine it's at least 4 weeks, potentially out for the rest of the season. So frustrating. Felipe Anderson will come in at left mid. We're going to play this formation, of course. We're just devoid of strikers at the moment until Morata is officially past fit to come back. That is the starting 11 for Barcelona. I mean, this is a Hail Mary at the moment for the league. Let's just see what we can do. If we cause them their first defeat, maybe they'll go on a bad run. They're doing really well. Into Coquelin with the shot, and what a save that is from ter Stegen. That's a nice start to the game, though, from us. A very nice start to the game. That would have been a lovely goal for Coquelin. Good play from Adeyemi. Just give us a corner. We know this man in here, Pau Torres, is good from corners. Couldn't get himself on it. We'll pick the ball back up, though. Evan and Dicker. Back to Basuma. Nice and strong is Basuma. Oh, that's lovely interplay again. Adeyemi now tries to switch it for Felipe Anderson. Wasn't quite the right pass. Basuma's done brilliantly here to win the ball back. His biggest issue right now, though, isn't it, is who he passes to. That was a good decision. And a great ball through to Coquelin for the 1-0. And, oh, he's miskicked it. He's absolutely missed it. That's a howler. That's two missed kicks this episode. Draxler with the first one, Coquelin now with that one. Certainly didn't hit it as sweet as he did earlier in the game. Coquelin again getting into good space. Felipe Anderson now. He's going to loft that one over. Carlos Soler, Adeyemi! Oh my, wow, that is a great goal, but is he offside? I think he is. Gutted. What a goal that would have been. What an absolute beautiful goal that would have been. I think it was the header, wasn't it? Yeah. I mean, it's fair play. I thought at the time potentially he was offside. Well taken. Unlucky. Bright start from us though. Carlos Soler there's going to be played in. I think he wanted the run to be continued. Adeyemi now. Basuma for 1-0 surely. There we go. Well, that was interesting. I mean, it went straight to the highlight. I don't know why he did that, but we'll take it. Yves Bissouma gets his first goal for the club, I believe, and makes, his second for the club, and makes it 2-0. 1-0. Happy days. I don't really know what happened with the replay there, though, boys. It just kind of went, nah. It was as if someone was controlling Barcelona and they skipped the replay. There we have it, the half-time whistle. Yves Bissouma with that goal. And to be honest with you, we've been the better side here. Barcelona haven't really got into their stride like when we played them previous times, and they didn't look good. They didn't look like top of the table side. I think Real Madrid caused us more problems. Well, this second half so far, boys, has been absolutely all Real Madrid, but they haven't done anything with it. That's been the worst part, as Babu slides in there, and Adeyemi might take this. Oh, this could be two. Surely, Adeyemi, surely, he's got to finish it. Of all the goals he's scored this season, there won't be too many that are as easy as that one. He had to take that one. Free kick here for Barcelona, but it's been a dull second half, sorry, I should say. We've made a couple of changes here. Gabriel Jesus. Now, Maxima being one of those changes, and I think he did enough there to put off. Was it De Jong? Yeah, it was De Jong. We'll have a corner here now. I could do without this pressure. 1-0 suits me, to be honest with you. Down to the ground. And that was not far off from Yuri Tielemans. Well, this could be the moment. This could be the moment. Mr. Chukwueze. Again, though, he's being caught up. We saw that with Ferland Mendy, and it was a big issue, him being caught by Ferland Mendy. Robinson now is going to try and lift that one into Felipe Anderson, who is offside. Great save, though, by ter Stegen. Was when Dembele out. Gabriel Jesus, very late into the game. We just want to get it away at this stage. They're still coming forward. Jordi Alba, and that's exactly what you want from Pau Torres when you're only 1-0 up, and there we go. That will be that. We do beat Barcelona. It's only 1-0, but I mean, it was expecting to be a really difficult match. I think Adeyemi certainly needed to score the opportunity he got, but he didn't. But we take the 1-0 victory anyway. Yves Bissouma with the goal. I mean, it could have gone either way, that one. We are 4 points behind them, and I just don't see that changing. With the games left now in this season, I just don't really see that changing. I think we end up with that points gap, to be honest with you. Let's look at the injury. It's 2 months, so as expected, out for the rest of the season, which is kind of what I expected anyway. Now, we have been scouting young players from Denmark. I don't know why. I just started doing it, so we continue to do it. I mean, I haven't particularly found anyone yet that is ridiculously good, but we started, so why not? I didn't expect us to do as many seasons with this, but with us doing more realistic transfers, it always makes it a little bit more difficult. You can't fly through these saves really quickly. So, what do we have left of the season? We don't actually have that much. We're going to take on Atletico Madrid next here and hopefully get a decent result. I suppose a lot of it will depend on what Barcelona do, on whether we can still win the league or not. Another big one, of course, this one. The big news is, boys, Alvaro Morata is back. He's in the starting 11. He's not fit. He's gone down a bit as well. He's gone down in rating, of course, when we signed him. I think he was 84. I can't remember, but I think he was 84. But we do have another really top quality striker back in the team today. And if you remember, he was on fire before his injury. Hopefully, we can get him back into the swing of things. And he can have a big impact towards the end of this season. We're going to need him to. Can you imagine the fixture list when you look at it? When you take on Real Madrid in a quarter-final. A massive match. You then take on Barcelona, who are top of the league, just ahead of you. And now you take on third in the league, reigning champions, Atletico Madrid. Absolute madness. Absolute madness, boys. But that is the situation we're in. This is the tail end of the ridiculously difficult games. Can we come here and get something against Atletico Madrid? Of course, Morata played for them. Hopefully, he can bag 4 or 5 goals today because we need it. At the age of 30, he's gone down in ratings because of that injury. It's a big one. It's always going to hurt. Can Morata find the form we had with him at the start of this season? Well, early free kick now for Atletico Madrid. Let's see what they could do with it. Here's João Felix over it. You're not beating Lafont from there, João. Well, some bodies making some runs here. We're going to need better runs than this, though, aren't we? If we're to cause them problems in this match. Marcos Acuna now. That was a lovely bit of play, actually, and I can't believe this. But I've got Alvaro Morata there. Maybe if he was better in his fitness, he could have run through there. I think he's got the pace. We know that. He's not slow for a striker. Needs to utilise that pace. Can we win this back? We can't. They're going to be hard, aren't they? Look at that for a ball. Look at that for a pass. And Evan Ndicka does brilliantly there. 2 blocks in a row. Oscar now This is a really good Atletico Madrid side. Carlos Soler. What can he do now? He's going to use the runners he's got. He's going to play that through to Adeyemi. Can Adeyemi do now? He needs the run. He's got it at Morata. And that is a way to come back into the first team from Alvaro Morata. Adeyemi's ball was absolutely perfect. But this man doesn't miss from those situations. And to be honest with you, I think he's been one of the key things that we've missed this season. With his injury, we have really struggled. And considering how good he was at the start of the season at scoring goals, he's been a massive miss. We're going to see this in a few different angles, thanks to FIFA's replay system. But this was a banger. I'm so happy he's back, boys. I really am. Look at his movement off the ball as well to get into that position and slot it home. I'm absolutely gassed on the sideline, as you can tell. Only 5 goals this season in La Liga Santander, but I mean, he's not played for the majority of the season. I think injured 4 or 5 games in. Very frustrating for our number 10. Hopefully he can find his form again. Another free kick for Atletico. Now Felix just tries to loft that, and that's actually worked out really well for them. Let's try and get this away now. We will get it away. We'll get it to Mr. Chukwueze. This is nice bit of play, this. Alvaro now. Spotted. Felipe Anderson. What can Felipe Anderson do? He waited for Adeyemi. He might find him. Oh, unlucky. Maybe he should have driven that ball across. Well, Atletico coming forward nicely here. And that was a decent ball in. And we're going to get away with it. João Felix just couldn't get enough on it, could he? Well, that wasn't a bad throw-in. But it hasn't worked out for them. Now we found Morata, and he can find the passes. Adeyemi now, what can he do? Oh, he needs a bit of help, doesn't he? Adeyemi is going to try and lift it for Morata. Oh, Jan Oblak saves it. Morata and Adeyemi's link up. It's just beautiful. I'm just happy to have them both on the pitch again. I remember when we started signing players, we thought it'd probably be Inaki Williams and Morata being our strike partnership, and Adeyemi certainly showed what he could do with Morata on the pitch. The season didn't continue in that vein for Adeyemi, but I think maybe he'll do better now Morata's back. Koke's made an absolute howler there. He should be ashamed. Koke should be absolutely ashamed, as we're going to go out wide here to Felipe Anderson. Anderson cuts the angle and scores a beautiful goal. And just before half-time, Felipe Anderson nets at number 7. And that'll be 2-0. And we're having a very good game here, aren't we? The ball across from Carlos Soler was absolutely beautiful. They were all so bothered, weren't they, the back line, about Adeyemi and Morata. They didn't recognise this man's pace and his ability to finish. What a hit that is past Oblak. We saw all happy faces in the Villarreal dressing room here in Madrid. We can't say that recently, can we? But we can say it in this one, 2-0 to the good. João Felix had a couple of decent moments, actually. Didn't make us pay, to be honest. But it's good to have Alvaro back, isn't it? It's really good to have him back. Felipe Anderson here. Good footwork. He keeps it as well. That was decent from him. Carlos Soler now. Alvarez is going to try and play it. Adeyemi, surely. Oh! Adeyemi's got to be questioning his touch. Get up, Adeyemi. Can't have you being injured. He's got to be questioning his touch there. That was poor. He seems to have just lost his ability at the moment to find the goals that he was finding earlier in the season. And I think he let himself down a little bit there. That was a great opportunity. The ball played through to him was absolutely fantastic. Well, he's had a wonderful game as Felipe Anderson. There's no doubt about that. But Gerard Deulofeu is back, and we need to get him some match sharpness. So he's going to come on for this one. Castillejo did really well there. Llorente with a shot on the goal. It's too little too late. It's in the 93rd minute. It's a brilliant finish. Brilliant hit from Llorente. For the first time, we've really been caught out at the back there. But I mean, at this stage of the game, and Dicker got pulled across and we just couldn't get to him in time, could we? Acuna needed to do better, I suppose. But it does not matter. They can have their consolation because Villarreal will win this one 2-1. Morata back on the score sheet. Felipe Anderson with a brilliant goal as well. Pau Torres brilliant at the back. This is a great result. I mean, it all but seals us at second, I imagine. Let's see how Barcelona got on. Well, as expected, Barcelona won. And I mean, as I say, I don't see that changing now. We've got a big gap. We're going to finish quite comfortably second. But I think we just need to take it up a notch. I think we just need to take it up a notch next season and really improve, to be honest with you. We'll play this Celta Vigo game to round off the episode and hopefully get another good result. Felipe Anderson's going to try and play in Alvaro Morata. He does play him in. Morata's going to try and whip that one across. He whips it back for Adeyemi. It was a smart decision because he'd taken it too far. We just couldn't get on it. Lively start, though. I don't think Celta Vigo will go down without a fight. They're not having a bad season. So we're going to have to be very good in this game as well. Adeyemi is going to be played in here. It's going to be a good touch. I think it was a good touch. And he just couldn't do anything with it. I think Morata has to get that rebound, though. At least has to collect it. I thought it was going right to him. Chukwueze has been found here. This is lovely. He's going to play it through to Adeyemi. Now his finishing boots have to be on. And I don't know what it is with Adeyemi at the moment. He's gone from being a sharpshooter in front of goal to not being able to find the back of the net. Twice, well, 3 or 4 times in this episode, he smashed at the goalkeeper. Twice just in this match, though. Oh, Morata's played a beautiful ball there. This is going to be whipped in, I imagine. And sorry, Chukwueze needed to collect that calmly. I don't know why he tried to volley that from there. Terrible choice. Terrible choice. Oh, wow, what a miss kick. Adeyemi's going to play that one out wide to Felipe Anderson. And this is a very dangerous position for Felipe Anderson. He showed in the last game. And he shows it again. Keep leaving him wide open. Keep leaving him wide open. He is proving to be an absolute fantastic pickup. For so cheap as well. He's really found his form here back in Spain. Back in Spain, well, in Spain. And this is fantastic from him. The goalkeeper just, you don't save them. You just don't. Clinical. Robinson now. It's a good bit of play to Felipe Anderson. It might land to Morata. Ooh, that was close. He's upset that he didn't do better, but I mean, it wasn't an easy opportunity. And that might even go out for a corner. Did indeed go out for a corner. Not a bad opportunity. Oh, what a save. That was off the line. Sorry by Lascelles. It wasn't a save. We know what we're going to try and do again. Same man. Morata. This time wasn't quite as good. Morata now. Plays it into Adeyemi. And Adeyemi's touch is shocking. I don't know what's up with him. Maybe he's fatigued a little bit. We are towards the end of the season. That is better. This man isn't fatigued. But Teze blocks it. Well, I would have loved to have seen Morata score again, of course. But recent injury. Not fully sharp. Not fully fit. He'll come off. Gerard Deulofeu will come on. Try and get him some fitness. This isn't a bad ball in. But the options there in the box weren't great. And Vicinio stayed down. And this could be a big injury. I'm sick of injuries at the moment, to be honest with you. He seems to have got back up, but it's his shoulder. He went up for it. Probably not the man you want going up for it. Bariashile now. Vicinio tries to curl that one round the corner. He might have to come off. Luckily, we've got quite a bit of depth at centre mid and CDM. It's not really somewhere where we've had injuries either. Well, Celta Vigo are going to make a sub, but we're going to make one as well, of course. We're going to bring him off, and we're going to bring on Francis Coquelin. Eddie and Nketiah coming on for Celta Vigo. Imagine having a talent like that just sat on the bench. Felipe Anderson there finds Adeyemi. He's strong, but his problem has been what his problem has been so far this season. Gerard Deulofeu now. Nice footwork from him. He's going to go out wide, and then it's going to be whipped across. Adeyemi for the goal. And that'll be 2. That will be 2. And that should be done and dusted. That is superb football from Villarreal. We really do show in moments how good we can be. And he's missed a lot of chances. I know I've griefed him quite a bit in this episode. But he was on fire. He was scoring for fun in the earlier stages of the season. But that's a brilliant header from him. Good finish. Good goal. Well worked. He's not stupid on the ball. He's actually very calm. Deulofeu through the eye of the needle for Ibasuma, who pulls it well wide. He'll be gutted. We've had some scuff shots in this one. That's probably because I changed the shot error. But Ibasuma hit that all wrong. Deulofeu again to Ibasuma. This time, surely not. And there we go. He's not going to make 2 mistakes in a row, is he? He's not going to make 2 mistakes in a row. That's another goal for Ibasuma. Very happy with the sign. Like I say, we're very strong in centre of the park. So if we do pick up an injury, there's so many great players there. It was really just having these injuries up top that have really hindered us, because even beyond what we've got, we don't have any like real young strikers. Hey, Basuma, what a finish that is. And again, Gerard Deulofeu comes on up top and he's a facilitator. I'm telling you that now. He played the pass for the ball in for Adeyemi's goal, and now he's played the pass for Basuma's goal. That's the final whistle, and we've got to be happy with that one. Very, very good result. Very, very good result. I can't believe Eddie and Nketiah is at Celta Vigo. They have had a better season this year, to be fair to them, than of recent years. They've done all right this year, to be honest. They're up in 8th. I mean, that might have knocked them down a little bit, but what a good performance. Again, though, Adeyemi, 4 opportunities, and the problem is he wasn't clinical in those one-on-ones, but he scored the header when needed, which really gave us the gap to push on and win this one comfortably. Well, that's it, boys. That's the end of the episode, and the end of the episode is coming with some unbelievable news, because would you, Adam and Eve it, Barcelona slipped up. Barcelona lost. So let's just quickly take a look at who they lost against. Will it let me? I think we're just in April now. Can I change this to March? I want right at the end of March. I don't want end of March. I want middle of April. So we won 3-0. And they drew with Valladolid. Wow. Is there an opportunity to see them lose? Let's see who they're playing against. Let's see if they've got any big games coming up. They play against Eibar, which, you know, it's not a big game. We've got quite some big games as well to come up. Celta Vigo, who, they're not easy considering where they are at in the league. Do they play an Atletico or a Real Madrid, though? That's probably the big question. Granada there. It's not looking likely that they play one of the real big teams coming towards the end of the season. Levante there, the last game of the season. So, no, they've got a relatively easy run-in. But another draw, and we will win this league. There will be 4 games in the next episode. Whether we play them all will depend on what happens with Barcelona and what happens with us. Of course, if the title's not available to us, that'll be it. If the title's still available to us, we will play every single game. We'll have an end-of-season roundup. Thank you very much for watching, boys. If you are new around here, please smash the subscribe button. I appreciate it. We've nearly finished season number 3. We might win the league still. It is still on, boys. 4 games to go. Barcelona need to slip up more, though.